few people who have sat through a 36-hour drive from Perth to Melbourne would look forward to the next one. But Dani Rosman is not like most people. The die-hard West Coast fan is one of many supporters hitting the road this week, as the Nullarbor transforms into a sea of blue and gold before Saturday's AFL Grand Final between the Eagles and Collingwood. A surge in direct flight costs after West Coast qualified for the decider saw Eagles fans face forking out $2,000 for a return flight to Melbourne or the prospect of a long, grueling stint behind the wheel. Not that West Coast fans see it that way. Rosman could not be more excited to make the car journey again, having embarked on the long road trip for the 2015 Grand Final with her daughter, then just 21 weeks old. "It's an experience like no other," she told the New Daily. "Grand Final week is pretty special, but I love that drive across the Nullarbor. Even if they lose, you never know when they are going to get back there, so you've just got to go over there and support your team." That will be the mentality of thousands of supporters gearing up for their trip across the Nullarbor, whether it be by car, train or bus. Integrity Coach Lines is just one of the companies sending groups of Eagles supporters over to Melbourne this week. This is no ordinary bus trip, too, with customers having to sleep 2 nights on board before they arrive in Melbourne. Integrity customers have access to water fountains, USB ports and movies to make their trip to the game that little more enjoyable. While they will travel to Melbourne decked out in blue and gold, they'll know as soon as they get down it's the Eagles bus. Integrity's Judy Perkis said, "Last time, in 2015, they were very well received by country towns across the Nullarbor, and we are hoping for a similar response this time around." The Rosman Group will also be proudly displaying the Eagles colors on the way to the MCG. "I have Eagles number plates, so it'll be clear for everyone to see," she said. "I'll have my colors on, all the blankets in my car are Eagles and we'll have scarves coming out of the windows, so there will definitely be a lot of blue and gold." Eagles fans came out in their thousands at training in Perth this week. Photo, Getty. Along with the hundreds of cars making the journey, some lucky fans were able to book flights. West Coast's cheer squad coordinator Daniel Williams took a gamble in securing his flight booking it via Sydney almost a month in advance. "We booked right before the qualifying final against Collingwood," he told the New Daily. "Obviously it is a bit of a risk booking before you know whether your team has made it, but you've just got to have that hope and belief that they will get there, and fortunately for us they did, and if they don't, you still get a pretty good holiday out of it. The real excitement will come on Saturday afternoon and Rosman already has goosebumps. It means absolutely everything to see the Eagles in a grand final," she said. "You just want to be there and help your team across the line, because if you aren't going to make the trip over, some Collingwood supporter will take your spot." Williams added, "You hope that your efforts throughout can get the boys over the line, so it's great reward to see them play on the greatest stage of all." So how confident are these Eagles diehards of a win come Saturday afternoon? Williams says, "Eagles by 3 goals, while Rosman has a statistical reason for why West Coast can win. The Eagles won the grand final in 1994 and then again in 2006, 94-06 is 12 years and 06-18 is also 12 years, she said. "Take from that what you will, and while that reasoning might seem flimsy at best, one thing is for sure, a West Coast victory would make what is an arduous journey across the country a treasured memory."